Hello, it's Dr. Lockett on here again for Talk to Me for Transformed Temple Tuesday. So exciting. I'm excited to be here. I enjoy sharing and being obedient to what God has called me. So today I wanted to talk about stress patrol because we know that our bodies are the temple. And we're finding and hearing a lot about stress. But one of the things that I wanted to point out about stress is how it affects our body in so many ways. But when we think of stress, we just think of a generality of stress. Like stress, okay, I'm not doing my best, I'm not feeling my best, or I'm overwhelmed, overlooked, but I just want to categorize the stress into four categories. Remember, the basics for health, for the three pillars of health, from my standpoint, is a aligned spine, which deals with the nervous system, which controls everything in our body. Balanced body systems, or all your systems in your body are being balanced. And then God's food. Those three things, you keep those in the line and keep those working in unison and in proper perspective and in proper ways and functions, you should have great health and also be accountable to God with your temple. Now let's go back to stress patrol. Patrolling the stress also deals with the four areas. There are four types of stress, four areas. So you've got mechanical stress. Mechanical stress deals with alignment, physical posture. It can deal with arthritis, because basically arthritis means wear and tear of any joint or system in the body. Wear and tear of your joints leads to degenerative arthritis. Arthritis itself just means inflamed. So you can have inflamed joints, or you can have physical imbalances to the body that deals with creating physical stress, which creates stress and inflammation in the body. So whenever you have stress, that causes pain, inflammation, and some type of disruption or dysfunction. But again, there are four types I'm talking about today. The one is mechanical stress. But there's another stress, which is your emotional stress. Now this stress, this deals with the way we think and feel. It has to do with worry, unforgiveness, anxiety. It could be just your daily thoughts. If they are out of whack, that creates a stress that eventually leads to problems with your body. Then you also have nutritional stress, which deals with what you feed your body, which I talk about God's food a lot, because God's food provides nourishment. It provides some type of satiety, or make your body feel full, you're satisfied, and you don't need to eat anymore. A lot of times when your foods are nutrient dense, that's usually a God's food. God's foods are always satisfying, and they're usually natural, and they nourish our cells and our organs in our body. Okay? And then the last stress is chemical stress, which deals with, it can be your care products like lotions, deodorants, soaps, toothpaste, air fresheners in the air. It can be all of those things, because when you rub those things in your skin every day, they have chemicals also that can disrupt the functions of hormones, can disrupt your body functions, your blood flow. Everything can be disrupted when you have chemicals that the body doesn't recognize or doesn't like. So chemical stress also plays a factor in our health and our temple. So I just kind of wanted to share that you need to be really conscious about the stresses in our bodies and things that we can control. Let's start trying to control them. We need to have quiet time, which helps with stress control for all as well too, because it gives us time to reflect and give us time to hear from God, to do what is necessary to keep our bodies healthy, keep these temples strong. Again, let's manage our stress. I know it's easier said than done, but if you categorize it, you can identify the area that you need to focus on And in turn, this will allow you to start making the necessary changes so that you can get the stress off of your body, because our body attacks the weakest area or the most stressed area of our bodies. That's why sometimes you have a condition that's chronic, you go through some type of episode of stress, and then it flares up based on that. But if you can control the stress, you can also undermine or cause the problem to totally leave, possibly, or it won't flare as often. But I'm here as a natural provider because I transform lives to better health naturally, going back to the basics, which is God's way. And in that, you're able to live healthier, live your most optimal self, optimal health. And health is your wealth. So I just wanted to share for today on Talk to Me for a Transformed Temple Tuesday about stress and controlling your stress, controlling it, controlling it, controlling it. All right. Talk to you later. I'm Dr. Mukaia Lockett.